Hey, this is Monte Cassino. Monte Cassino is a place in history like no other, and the reason is the amount of humans lost to conquer that building up there. And that building is a abbey. It's a Christian Roman Catholic church, and the whole story was about during the Second War, World War II, the Germans were controlling the Italic peninsula. The Italian government was very much collapsed, so the Germans were defending the peninsula. The Allied forces, like the United States of America and the French, well, the resistance, and the English, and everybody else that was involved, these were trying to reconquer the peninsula. So the United States Army arrived into Anzio and down the coast on the west coast, on the Mediterranean side of the peninsula. So as they worked their way up, the Germans put a line, a resistant line, all the way across the peninsula, and this was the strongest point. If the United States will take possession of this point, the war pretty much was over, because they can run all the way into main Europe, and that is exactly what happened. The Germans say this cannot be taken, so they put a lot of resources into defending the abbey. And not only the abbey, if you look around you, it's not just an abbey, it's a line of geographical places where they are very hard to conquer and very easy to defend. And it's not just one building, it's many buildings. For example, this right here is another castle, a medieval castle. They were defending themselves. So it's several ancient buildings they were defending. So the U.S. soldiers and the British, they came this way up the mountain and work their way up onto that hill. And they were Indian forces from India, and there were Greeks and many other tribes. They became famous just to going up there and get some Germans and come back down. So this is the place where all those battles took effect. Now at the end of the whole situation, they decided the only way they can conquer it was just to bomb it. So they brought a lot of B-17s and they flooded that place up. Completely destroyed it. And even after that, the Germans did not let it go. So actually, the fight intensified after that, because it was easier for them to defend rubble than they actually building. So it's a very interesting place, this monastery. Well, I hope you enjoy it. And I wish I knew more about the history of the abbey, but I don't. But hopefully I learned something today. So this is Monte Cassino Abbey, or Abbey.